Hi everybody, it's Diana. Welcome to my Stamping with Di YouTube channel. And I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. And I want to make sure I'm in the right spot and I don't have any volumes up. Oh dear me. All right, so hold on a second. Good. I can see myself. So that means I'm in the right spot. Welcome. If you are here, make sure you say hi. If you're new, make sure you let me know where you're watching from. I love that I'm getting more viewers each time. I try to chat and answer any questions if you have them. And if I miss it, then please ask again. Or when the video finishes being live and processes, and then down in the comments, please put it there, because then YouTube will let me know that I've had a question or a comment, and then I can reach out and answer you. So today I'm going to show this is my Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 118. And I just called it Layers Without Layers. It doesn't really have a name, but that's what I called it. So, oh, my sister's here. So my sister has a little wrench by her name. So hopefully, if you ask anything and I miss it, she's here to help. And so she's super sweet. She works, right? So she's not always able to do it, but I love when she gets to pop in. So hey, Deborah, aloha, Lyndon, Teresa, and Joe, and Nancy is all here as well. So let me turn the phone. I have to do, I want to show you the goodies and guts. I had to wait on ribbon so that I could, before I could show you the pieces. I showed you the cards. The cards are up here. I'll pull them down so you can see them. But those are the March guts if you choose to get those. And I'll explain that a little bit better when I turn the phone. All right, so hold on a second. Oh, it is so nice here. Oh, you want to look in my nose? There we go. It's getting to be pretty nice weather in Arizona right now. I don't have the air conditioner on yet, but it's getting to be, now the trees haven't started getting green. It's kind of like every year, like when spring comes, all of a sudden you'll look out the kitchen window and you'll see this bright, vivid green coming on the mesquite trees. And I'm always like, I always look for that. So, hey, Lily. And Brenton's here too, and Rhonda. We have a bunch. Ann and Sandy. 2 days in a row. That's good. Okay, so let's do this first. Okay, so goodies and guts. So the other day I showed you the cards that you will get this month with goodies and guts. Now, you get just the pieces, right? Like nothing stamped or anything, but you get the card pieces so that you can make these cards on at home, or you can just use the supplies and do, what you want with them. I love having card guts on hand. So I showed them the other day, but like I said, I had to get ribbon in order to show you. So what you would get in the mail with your thank you card. This is your guts packet, and then it has the supplies in there. I'm going to show you what they are. Or you can pick goodies. And this month is the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. So when you place an order of 75, and that's just a cumulative, if you spend 75 before tax and shipping in the month of March, you can pick one or the other. You just let me know. If you spend 200, I send you both. Easy. All right. So let me show you. So like I said, I had to order some ribbon, so I couldn't show you the pieces. So because if you're new, you might be a little confused exactly what I'm talking about. So this is what would be in your little guts packet. So you have your little embellishments to make your cards, your ribbon, and these are your cards. So it's almost like a class in the mail. It's like a free class. I mean, you place an order, but it's like a thank you, right? So these are the pieces that you need to make this card. here. So it has all the little pieces. And then these are actually lives or videos that I did in the prior month. So in February. I don't think any were before February. But that way you can make it along, you know, with me. All right. And then this one is this one. So here's the pieces that you need for this one. So you've got your little die cut out banner. I've embossed your little polka dotted granny apple green. And then here's all the pieces you need to make this card. Now, like I said, nothing is stamped. You can just use the pieces to do whatever you want. And then the last card, and this is the one I needed to get the ribbon for, is this one right here. So super cute. Now I have a limited amount of these because this is actually, it was celebration paper, right? So this is what you need for this one. So you've got all your little pieces, die cut it out. Here's that piece of DSP that I cut out on there. Your vellum already die cut it out, and then the inside. So I hope that explains it a little better if you're new, or if you've never earned any before, or you're confused, right? When I ask you, when I email you, when I thank you for your order, and I'll say, do you want the goodies and the guts? You might be going, what in the heck is she talking about? So that's what it is. These are the guts. So basically it's just kind of a weird name, but it's the supplies you need, or the guts or whatever required to make the cards. All right, so goodies or guts. So that is March. All righty. All right. So let's get to the card. All right, so I'm going to be using the Cactus Cuties because I don't think everybody has this stamp set. Hey, Candy, and Sharon's here too. I don't think everybody has this stamp set. So I'm going to show it till everybody has it, or we can't get it anymore, because I love it so much. I totally do. It is such a cute set. It has a matching punch, and I'm not using the punch today. I'm going to make the cutest card that looks all Larry flat. Like it's just flat. So I love that. So we're going to use a few things in order to get that to work. So I'm going to be using a mask. Now this is one of the masks that comes with the March class in the mail. So I still have some available for that. You have till the 11th to sign up for the Catch You Later class in the mail, because you get the blending brushes, which I'm going to use today. You get the basic pattern mask, the elegant faceted gems, the stamp set, and then you make these cute 5 projects there. So this is one of the masks that you will get for that class. Now, if you already have anything that comes in the class, you can switch it out. No big deal. I'm also going to be using the paper lattice as a mask. And you can see, you know, I've used it already, right? Because it's got some color on it. So I'm going to use that. So let's get our paper. I have a piece of basic white. So that's the outside is a smaller one. Bigger one is the inside. All right. And my grid sheet. All right. So what we're going to do is I want the smaller one for the front. All right. So I'm going to build a scene on the front of my card, and it's going to look visually like there's a bunch of layers going on. So I also need Post-it notes. Now these are Post-it notes that are sticky everywhere. They're all the way sticky except for this little zigzaggy thing there. All right. So I'm going to use this as a mask because I thought this looked like a tile floor. So I'm putting that on my card. And I'm going to use quite a few Post-it notes. So some of them are going to hold it on here so that it doesn't wiggle all around. So I'm going to put a nose on first. And then I also am going to put them on the top just to keep this top part clean. So, and since they're sticky all the way around, they curl more, right? They really curl more, I find, because there's so much sticky going on. All right, so I'm just putting this, and basically this is just going to keep that top of the card from getting dirty. All right, so let me put another little, just because this is delicate, right? Because I'm using this, what did I call them? I'm using this paper lattice. This isn't really made to be a mask, but I'm using it as a mask. And I just want to make sure I leave my Post-its out here and I don't cover up the card because I don't want it to cover up the card. All right, so I'm going to use Calypso Coral. Oh, and so Rhonda's on here and she did my, now this isn't one of the cards. So now if you did my Cactus Cuties class, now you're going to have another idea that you can use. All right, so this is just one of our blending brushes with Calypso Coral. So I'm just going to rub off some of that so it's not super, super dark. And then I'm just going to put this on the card. But like I said, just be delicate because I'm using this paper lattice, not really what it was made for. And it's paper, right? It's not like the masks are a plastic. It's paper. And I'm just making my edges a little bit darker than the center. And like I said, this is Calypso Coral. And these are the blending brushes. And I don't have one for every color, but I have quite a few. All right. Then we will take all this off of here. And I'm just going to, now if I was going to make a whole bunch of cards, I would keep these Post-its. But I'm going to just toss them because they've got the ink on them, right? And I don't want to use another color and you pull the ink that's on these into your other color. All right. So look how cool. So doesn't that look like a tile floor? All right, now this I can use over and over till I make a mess of it. But doesn't that look like a tile floor? Let me put this up so you can see. So doesn't that look like Satio tile? So hopefully you can see it on there. It's kind of hard to show it, you know, it's perfect. You know, the camera's funny, right? But it doesn't always pick up. All right, so now I'm going to cover my floor with more Post-its. And what's nice about these are, it also is going to hold that card on there. All right, and I just get them on Amazon. Okay, so now I'm going to use my mask, and I have written in Sharpie top. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that this has to be the top, you know, facing up or going that direction. I just want it to mean that this is the top that I'm sponging on because it's smoother. Like if you look at it, it's like smooth, and this is kind of rough. And then that way also, like if I'm doing a bunch of cards and I set it off to the side, I don't flip it upside down and then I have like ink getting all over. So I just wrote top just to keep that not being confused. All right. So now we want Balmy Blue. Let's see, Balmy Blue. All right, so I'm just going to put this in the center. It's kind of hard to see through. All right. There's that. And if you're worried about it moving, you can do the same thing. Put a Post-it, you know, just to kind of hold it, you know. So you're going to hold with one hand and this will just kind of hold it. You can also use, this is Post-it tape. And I use this a lot when I'm die cutting so that it holds my dies from moving. Okay, so now I've got my Balmy Blue. And I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to get some color on there. And I just put it on here a little bit to get some of that color off. And I'm going to start in the center. And then just gradually work my way out. And I'm not totally feeling like I want some white edges, right? All right. So, but since I don't have this side hooked, I can lift it up and go, oh, I love that. And then I can tell if I've done enough. All right. So I'm just going to put a little bit more. All right. Now, blue is even harder to see. So now we have our cute little scenery. So we've got our floor and what looks like wallpaper, you know, kind of looks like wallpaper. All right, I also, while I have that die or mask there, I also want to put a little bit on the inside. And what I should have did, I should have switched my, I should have switched this because I can see just a tiny, tiny little bit of the Cajun. It won't be too obvious because I can stamp on it because it picked up from here. So if you do that, don't do what I do, right? Because I should have flipped it over because it will pull those, the blending brushes will pull as it touches that. All right, so I'm going to flip that over. All right, so I'm done with that. So let's bring our card over. Now it's a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to get my little foam pad. All right. Now sometimes I stamp on a whole bunch of these so that I can just rip it off, and then I don't always necessarily have the foam pad because the grid sheet pad kind of gives you that up and down, you know, the gushiness as well. All right, so let's see. Let's build our scenery. So we're going to do the flower pot with Bermuda. So we have Bermuda. I also want Cajun Craze because I'm going to do something fun with the Cajun Craze. All right, so I need a sponge dauber, and I'm going to put a little bit of Cajun Craze refill, not a whole lot in the pad, just a dab. A little dab will do, yeah. All right, and where's my pot? All right, so here's my pot. I want to make sure you can see. I feel like I'm out of the view of the thing. All right. Move up. All right. So we have Bermuda Bay. So I'm inking that up. Let's see how good that is. Okay. So Bermuda Bay. So I'm not going to stamp it as hard this time. All right. Now before I stamp it, I'm going to take my little finger dauber and I'm going to get some refill on it. And then I'm going to go right onto here. Now this I need to clean, right? Because now then I'm going to breathe on it. Remember I breathed the other day and I was giving myself, I was almost passing out. So I'll try not to breathe as much today. So now, and it looks better as it dries. So now you've got like this turquoisey looking rusty kind of pot. All right. So what I'm going to do is I need to clean this because I want to make sure it's clean because now it's got the Cajun on it. And I will also have to clean my Cajun sponge or my finger dauber. And it's easy to do. All I do is I have a towel, just a black towel. I put a little bit of water. Let me show you. I'll pour a little bit of water off camera. So I'm pouring just a little bit of water on my towel. And then I'm just taking my sponge dauber and I'm putting it on the towel and I'm just going to rub it. And then I'm rubbing it off to the side where the towel's dry. And see, now my finger dauber doesn't have that Cajun, or it doesn't have the blue, right? Because then it had that Bermuda in it. And I don't want to be getting into that. That's why also I put the colors here, because I can always wipe this up, right? Before I close the pad. If you do it here, just in case, you know, like I didn't get it all the way off or something, and it gets a little bit, then I'm just getting that color here and I can clean it off without any problem. But anyways, so see how cool now. So now as it's drying, you can see that Cajun a little bit more. All right, let's see. Now I can go like that. All right, see. All right, I'm gonna close this pad. And now we're going to put our cactus. We're going to put our cute little cactus. And I'm using Granny Apple and Poppy Parade. All right. And I'm going to use the cactus that is the barrel cactus. All right. So I'm just doing my Granny Apple. And stamp, put my cactus in my pot. And then we're going to put our arms on our cactus. So now we've got an arm. So as that cactus starts to get top heavy, these arms grow so it doesn't fall over. Cactuses are pretty cool. And you sure don't want one falling over on you. All right. So I'm just putting the little arms. And it's just so fun, right? Because you can make them look like any way you want just by making the arms go all over. All right. So then I'm going to put my little and I've got something on my hand. All right, so I'm going to put my Poppy Parade. I need to stand up so I can see through the stamp because my phone is right in the way. All right, so super cute. All right, I also want to put a greeting. So I'm going to use the greeting, hope your day is on point. And I'm going to use the Cajun. So it's the same color as the floor, but will be more darker, right? Right. So hope your day is on point. Super cute. All right, now I'm going to set that aside and let that dry. All right, so while that's drying, let's do the inside. So I'm going to do a different pot, and I'm going to make this pot be that Cajun. And I'm stamping right over. I'm not putting a floor on the inside. And I'm also going to use this fun cactus that we don't know what it is. And hello. Isn't that adorable? And these would be super cute if you like to put do just little notes. You can do this simple, and you can put them in your purse, and then it's just like a card layer, right? It doesn't open or anything. And then you can just jot like, oh, thank you, you were the best waitress or whatever, and then put with your tip. It doesn't even have to be a card. And you can simply do something like this, and it is so cute as it is, right? And it's like a little, it's almost like you're making letterhead, right? Do we even use letterhead anymore? But it would be the same kind of thing. You could write on there, and then it's just a piece of cardstock. But anyway, so that's the inside of the card. All right, so let's bring this over. So we're gonna add a little bit more. Hey, Joy, you made it. Oh, thanks so much for sharing. Oh, Cindy, it's so fun, this set. All right, so we're going to, so this is, it's got visually dimension to it, but like I said, it's just one piece. There's no sticking out or nothing. So let's add a little bit more definition, so it's even more visually popping off the page with our light gray granite Stampin' blends. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, on the left side, and I said the other day, I don't know why I picked the left side, but I do. I'm just drawing on the left side of the cactus. And this also will make it pop off the page a little bit more. So put a little bit here. Also down our pot. And here. And also let's ground our pot, right? Even though it's sitting on the floor, it still would have a shadow. So we're going to put a shadow on the ground of our pot. So see how now it looks even more visually like, it's popping off the page. I love this so much because to me, it looks like a children's comic, like a children cartoon kind of, right? It's got that cartoon feel to it. All right. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the inside. We're going to take and draw and ground our pot. Now just be careful because it can pull, you don't want to grind that Stampin' blend because I stamped with the water-based ink pads, right? It's not like I colored with the blends, and you can pull out some of the ink, so you want to be careful. All right, so let's put our card together, and then I'm going to show one that I do a little bit differently. So you're going to get two cards again today, and I thought of that as I was cutting the paper. All right, so hopefully you'll want to see two cards, and all right, so we're doing Granny Apple. So this is the inside, because I was like, oh, I'm going to try something else. All right, so let's see. So there's the inside. Look how cute, right? I love doing that with the masks. It just looks so impressive. I mean, I'm so impressed with myself. Oh, poor Diana. All right, so let's see here. So I also have Poppy Parade. I love this cactus. And I'm not a big solid stamp person, I love to sit in color till I'm blue in the face. But this cactus set, I swear, every card I make is better than the other one. All right. That goes on there. But I am going to put this on with dimensionals. And that will pop it off as well. And then we're going to do one a different way. All right. So let's see here. So here is, so isn't that super cute? Now, if you want, I have my gel pen. So I have my white gel pen. I know we don't have the gel pen in the catalog, but you can get them on Amazon. And I'm just going to put a little gel pen here and there. Just a couple little dots. Because that little bit of white also visually adds dimension. All right. I know, and the granny apple, oh, I know, right? When I was figuring out my layers, I put the poppy braid first, and then I put the green, and then the white, and I'm like, okay, and then I did it the opposite. So I usually play around a little bit, but I definitely liked that poppy braid there. So there's that one. So isn't that cute? All right, so let's do another one. Now this one, I'm not going to put the, I'm going to make sure I've got my right layers here. Hold on a minute, because I want the smaller one. I'm not going to put the floor on this one. I'm just going to put the blue background. All right, so top. So it's going to be a little bit different. All right, center. So it's very similar, but I'm not going to put the floor. All right. So I'm going to do my balmy blue. Rub, rub, rub. And then I'll do the same thing on the inside. Let's see. Looks good. I love this mask. Oh my gosh. I was like, I wanted something that looked kind of Spanish in a way, you know, to go with my Satillo tile and, you know, the whole cactus thing, you know. But at the same time, it's almost kind of Italy-like, so I don't know, but I love it. So like I said, this is one of the masks that you're getting if you do the March class. There's 4 different masks. All right, so that looks good too. All right, so I've got my inside. Good, good, good. All right, so let's bring this over. All right, so we're gonna do, and I see I didn't totally get that in the center, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. Now this time, I'm just gonna stamp my pot. I'm not gonna put the rust. I'm just gonna stamp it solid. So I'm just going to stamp it solid. And then this time, I'm going to use this cactus. And this one also has, I didn't get him out. Hold on a minute. He also has arms. He also has arms. Because just now I decided to do the different cactus. I'm stamping on the fly. All right, so hold on a minute. So we're going to use this cactus. Now this is the Saguaro. And these also, right, grow the arms. Hey, Anna, these also grow arms as they start to fall down or get too heavy. All right. So I'm going to put some arms on here as well. One, two, three. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. All right. And I want my greeting. Let's see. Let's do just a note because I put him pretty kind of down. And I think this might make it too much on the bottom. So I'm going to put just a note instead. But like I said, I'm just stamping on the fly. All right, so just a note. And I'm still going to use the Cajun, even though I didn't put the floor. All right, so just a note. All right. And let's do the inside. Inside, 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 inside. All right. Different pot. And I think this will work. He's kind of fat for the pot. Let's see, where are the little... So he takes up a lot of the pot. So fun. It's just a fun set, even if you don't live in Arizona. But you can't just have one arm, right? You need two arms. All right. Stick that over there. I'm still going to do hello. I love the little hello. It is too stinking cute. All right. So little hello. All right, so there's our inside. All right, so now I'm going to get my granny apple. I'm still using granny apple for my card base. And this is going to go on the inside. And my seal's almost empty. I got a refill out just in case I ran out during the video. All right. So there's the inside. And now the outside, I'm going to use some polished pink. What do you think about that? You like that polished pink color? Huh? Don't you think that's cute? Brightens it up. All right. So I'm going to put polished pink this time. And I'm still going to pop it up like I did before with my dimensionals. The pink looks... Oh, hi, Betty. I don't even put the stamp set away. I keep putting it on the plastic, right? Like I keep putting it all on the plastic and in the thing. And then I go, oh, I have another idea. So it's just nonstop. Uh-oh. There. Oh. Uh-oh. Do you hear? I don't want to say her name. She's ding-a-donging. She's ding-a-donging. Something's up. All right. So here we have our cute little polished pink with our granny apple, our balmy blue. But it just needs something, right? So now I think, what about if I use these? So this time I'm going to add some dimension, right? It's not just going to be layers without layers. This is going to have a little bit of something, something. So what happens if I were to put one of those flowers and maybe like a little baby one over here? What about that? Don't you think that would be cute? Do I put a little baby one with the big mama? Oh, okay. Have good supper, Sharon. So do you think I should put a little baby one? Or maybe the baby one... Ooh, I think I'm going to put the baby one in there. So 1, 2, 3. So I need my glue dots. So these are, and they don't come in this candy decor bottle. I love to repurpose things. So I'm always putting stuff in other containers. They are the loose flower flourishes. That's them right there. And you actually are getting 5 little baby ones with your guts for March because they are on that one card. But these are the big ones. All right, so I'm just going to take a glue dot. If I can pick it up. All right, so I'm going to go glue dot, glue dot. And then the baby one, oop, poke that back. The baby one, I need to, remember how you can roll your glue dot? I need my pick tool. Here it is. You want to just kind of roll your glue dot so you make it smaller. Just kind of roll it. It just kind of sticks together. Remember when before we started selling these, there was a demonstrator I knew and she called them booger dots, which is gross, but it is so true. All right, so I'm just putting that little glue dot on there. So now that goes on there, and then we'll put the other two. So now this card is basically kind of like the other one, but this one has a little bit of a pop to it because I put those flowers on there. So let me show you the two cards together. So what I would do is I would also, on the inside, let me wash my Poppy Parade, because that's polished pink, right? Hang on a minute, polished pink. So I'm going to get my polished pink ink pad, and we will put a polished pink flower. I'll make sure it's Stampin' good. I don't want to ruin my card, right? On the inside. So we've got a little pink on the inside, but we visually, we're going to make it have that same definition like we did before with the gray. Hi, Dawn. The flowers are so fun. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a floor underneath my pot. And then my shadow, so it's going to pop. So we're still doing layers without the layers. But on the top, on the front this time, we put a little bit more dimension by using the embellishments. Because sometimes, you're like, you have somebody really special you want to give a card to. And you want to use, an embellishment here and there. And I just thought, oh, those look so cute on there. All right, so let me move this mess of stuff over here. All right, so here's our cute card. So is that the one I did for the video? I don't even know. Nope, this was the one I was looking at. All right, so here's the one I did for the video because I made my table. So see, I made my table a little fatter. All right, so there's the two. So this is, this one's all flat, like totally flat. So this would be a great card to put in the mail, right? Because you wouldn't have to put extra postage because there's nothing gonna catch in the envelope, right? To go through the machine. This one would have to go in a bubble mailer. So when I put big embellishments and stuff like that on cards, they usually go as a thank you card where I'm using a bubble envelope to mail anyway. So then it's not, not hurting. Now, what even might look cuter, I know, I just keep going on and on. Let's see, do I have, where are my, oh, here they are. Hold on. What about if we took, these are the classic matte dots. Since I'm already going to put it in a bubble mailer, what happens if we take the white little baby one and put in the center of that? Doesn't that look cute? And just kind of push it hard, right? And then this one hasn't got its flower yet because it's still a baby. So do you like that, or does it look too much like a daisy? Just kind of makes it look cute. All right, so there's today's cards. Now everybody, now I will put the supplies underneath so that if you need anything, but just give me a second to do that. I'm just adding a little bit of gel pen. Oh dear me. All right, so there you go. I will put the supplies underneath. I have to call Jeff. He wants to, uh-oh, what did I do? Uh-oh, look at that mess. Look at that mess. Hang on a minute. So now I'm afraid to touch the phone. So anyway, so thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for my What You Making Wednesday. And it will be 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. So sorry about that. I hit something by accident and messed the video up. So anyways, all right. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm glad you liked the cards. I will put the supplies down below. And if you need anything, make sure you holler at me. Oh, yes, Joy. Everybody needs a cactus. And these turned out super cute. So I'm going to get off the phone here since I am holding it with my hand now and it's all wiggly. So have a great night, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay? All right. Bye for now. Oh, I can't get to the thing. Hold on. So now my hand's in the way. This has been crazy.